Well, obviously, slept walk a little bit through the first half. Much better job in the second half. Defensively was terrific in the second half. Stopped turning the ball over, which was great. But just a little bit of emotional kind of letdown, I think, and we were way better coming out of the locker room.
Was coming out of the locker room more of any kind of X's and O's coaching, or more of motivational stuff?
No, it was. I don't think I was motivating. I was yelling. So I don't know. I mean, I think I'm not a huge yeller by any means, but I think they understood the message that we just needed to play with a way better effort and intensity than we were doing. We've talked a lot about just the fact that teams get excited to play in the pit on both sides of it, and I think it was message received for sure.
Donnie still ends up at 22-8. He did have 4 turnovers, but a steal and 2 blocks. He was pretty active for the most part, but he did take a while to kind of get going. I'm curious how much of that was his knee, or was he just like everyone else in the slow start?
He said it was his knee, and I talked to him at halftime and just said, either you're hurt or you got to play harder. And I think a little bit of it is he's just not really comfortable with it right now. He had a sleeve on it, but I think there was a fear a little bit of like, can I push myself with my knee? And he kind of mentally got over it and was way better in the second half.
So obviously every game that you guys play will be physical. Today was a bit more physical. How do you think your team matched Grambling's physicality?
Did a way better job in the second half of getting fouled. We'd only made 2 free throws. We were 2 for 3 in the first half. Second half, we were 15 for 23. So did a good job there. I think second half was significantly better than the first all around, and did a good job of obviously turning them over 22 times.
Coach, only 7 field goal attempts for Nelly tonight. Didn't really seem like he got too involved offensively. What do you think the cause of that was?
No idea. I don't know. I mean, I think he's got to demand the ball down there. Not really sure. I mean, I got to watch it, but we got to find him. But he's got to also demand it.
Braden stepped into the 6-man tonight. Can you talk about his play tonight?
Yeah, I think he's been playing really well in practice. I'm happy to see him, come in, knock down some shots. He should have had, 2-3 stepped on the line the one time. But just like his confidence right now, I think that comes with being in the program for a couple of years, staying the course. So I thought he just never has a bad day in practice, and you can see he's getting better. So I love the confidence from him.
I know Drew's mentioned before he kind of wants to try and pick up, the Jalen House role a little bit. He was active. He did get a T. He was really active in 5 steals. The second time this year he's got 5 steals. Are you happy with what he's doing on defense? Does he, I'm not going to turn this into a Jalen House thing, but does he need to calm down sometimes?
I mean, as long as he squares up the ball. Sometimes he gets a little jumpy and then he allows straight line drives. But as long as he stays in front of the ball, be as aggressive as you can possibly be. But he needs to be a high steal guy because he's got the ability. He's got long arms. He's quick to the basketball. He gets deflections. A little bit more just square on the ball, fundamentally sound things. But he's not as chaotic as House is at times. He's a little more solid.
Coach, there was a 2-minute stretch there in the first half where I think you turned him over 4 straight times. Was that kind of the defensive energy you were looking for, and it just wasn't quite there in the first half? We've
done a really good job of turning teams over, and we've had active hands. We've gotten deflections. We've done some good things there. So that's been pretty consistent with our defense. So that's always going to be, hopefully, kind of a core principle of our defense is disrupting the ball.
Coach, a lot deeper in the bench, more personalities playing. Comments on that?
Oh, we built a little bit of a lead, so it was a little bit easier to kind of play some guys. But it's game to game more than anything, trying to find a rhythm with certain guys. Would have liked to have played Cade a little bit more, but Donovan was rolling in the second half. But I liked what we got off the bench today.
So it's just a game on Sunday, game Thursday, game Friday. What are the biggest challenges? Is it just managing minutes, managing plans, all that stuff?
They're young. They'll be fine. I mean, we've got 2 days to prepare for Sunday. There's been a lot of emotional moments early in the season, UCLA, St. John's, all that, and then to be able to get back here get a little bit of rest, get a little bit of recovery. So watch a lot of film tomorrow and prepare for Sunday.
Coach, you started that second half. I think you guys hit 4 out of 5 threes in the first 4 minutes of the game, and it just seemed like that really kind of got you that double-digit lead that you guys were really trying to get.
Yeah, I told them at halftime to make the threes, stop missing them, and it worked. No, I mean, we've got to be able to knock down the three. We're better shooters than that. I think we had 2 in the first half. So it's nice to see Donovan making 2 was great. But, yeah, we got to stretch the defense. Jeff's going to die, so.
So it's going to be the first time this season you guys have had back-to-back home games. I mean, just how nice to kind of settle in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we've elevated the schedule in a big way, and I don't regret it. Obviously, you got a quality one in UCLA, which was great. You had an amazing experience at Madison Square Garden against a good St. John's team. So it is nice. We're not as home court or home game heavy as we've been in the past, but that's fine. So take advantage of every chance that you get in this building, and we'll hopefully do that on Sunday.
Coach, on Sunday, what are you expecting to see from Texas Southern?
No idea. I haven't even watched them, so I have no idea. I'll watch them tomorrow. I'll watch the game tonight and turn the page.
Braden, you guys obviously had a pretty poor first half.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with halftime. What changed at halftime that made you guys come out and play the way you played the second half?
Yeah, coach got on us pretty bad. We weren't playing hard, obviously, no effort. So he yelled at us, and then second half we came out and played way better.
He yelled at you.
Yeah.
You guys obviously had the double-digit loss Sunday. I'm curious how much of that kind of played into either, was it a lack of preparation, was it just a lack of tonight not being ready like at the start of the game, or why was it that you guys weren't able to get going in that first half?
I just think we overlooked our opponent. Honestly, we probably just overlooked them. Thought we were just going to go in here and beat them by 30 and just get out, but it obviously wasn't the case.
And then obviously the start of the second half, like a completely different story. So when you guys are going on a run like that, can you just describe the kind of flow state that you guys are able, defensively and offensively?
Yeah, no, we're communicating it on defense. We get out, we get out and move, and we just try and score fast. When we get going, it's hard to stop us.
When you guys went into the trap, was that kind of coach's way of kicking you guys in the butt a little bit to get the energy up? To start the second half?
No, because we were supposed to do it in the first half, and we just weren't.
So obviously, great start coming out the second half, but then midway through the second half, Grambling started to go on a run of their own. As a player, how do you keep your composure and mental state to not let their comeback really affect you and how you play out there?
Really just focus on the next play. Just focus on one play at a time, really. They go on a run, it's time for us to go on our run.
Braden, can you talk about just that 2-minute stretch there in the midway through the first half? I think you guys turned them over 4 straight times. It seemed like you guys kind of fed off that energy there.
Yeah. First half?
First half, yeah. About midway through.
Yeah. Out of timeout, coach once again yelled at us. And then we just really picked up the pressure, started getting deflections, got steals that led out to easy buckets.
Braden, you were one of the first guys off the bench in the first and the second half. Did you know you were going to have an increased role coming into tonight?
A little bit, not really. It really just depends on the game, how much we all play.
And then when you came into the first half, you knocked down that 3 from the corner. Seemed like it really got you going. Talk about how that got you in the flow.
Yeah, 3 from the corner. I think Donnie passed it, and then really just one good thing really just gets me going, and I just